What's up, MillennZial mamas? How we doing?
Hey.
Every time you say that, I think of Kendra's husband saying, "What's up, millennial mama?" Wait, I feel like one time we should have our husbands
Intro
be
us.
like the announcers, like the intros, and then we come on. Because I feel like each one of our husbands would portray us really well.
100%.
Okay, so we missed you last time, Mia. I know. But you guys did a really good job. It was really fun watching you both together in the same place. That was really
That's
fun.
what I was just saying. I so wish we could do that more often.
But
That
it was
was really
weird
fun.
for me because like I didn't know, and like I'm not used to like communicating like side by side. So
Yeah.
looking here and then making sure I'm like looking here too. So it's just really strange. But I liked it.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah, I do
And
think
there
we
was
should
some
like plan
juicy
a
topics.
time. Yeah, they were juicy. They were like as juicy as today.
They were good.
Okay. Oh my God, I can't wait to dive into this. All right, but first, Mia, I need to know, did anyone die on Thanksgiving?
Okay.
No one died on Thanksgiving, but there was around like 3:30ish. So we go from we start at 12 and then our last seating's at 4:30, which means by the end that everyone's like done eating, it's around like 6:30ish, 7 o'clock, like 8, we're all like gone from there. It was probably around like 3:30ish, and I was just like walking out of the kitchen and I see my mom standing at the front desk, and this guy's like wallet was all over the ground. So I was like, Mom, what happened? And she's like, oh, I just think he like lost his balance a little. And I was like, oh my God, that was so scary. And I was just kind of standing there, and the guy was helping him out. Like it was an elder guy. And then the other kind of elder guy was helping him out the door. And we have these two like glass, like Bilko doors kind of, and there's like two of them. So he was going out the second one. And I was like, oh Mom, that's like so scary. Hopefully he gets to his car okay. And all of a sudden I like look over and I see him falling again. Like he's like falling backwards on the other older guy that's trying to hold him up.
Shoot.
So I'm like, I don't know. You guys know me. I'm really dramatic. Like I was like, yes, Polly. And this guy was like 6 feet. I'm 4'9". Okay. I ran over and I'm trying to hold this guy up with the other guy. No one else is coming to my rescue because my mom's trying to get people from the kitchen, like our chef, to come out there, and my brother. And we just got him a chair and sat him down. He kind of like caught his breath and he was able to walk to his car. No one died, but we definitely thought, I mean, if he had fallen and like right on the concrete, like hit his head or something, we would have had an ambulance situation, but we didn't. We averted.
You're like trying to hold him up from his like armpits, but you're like at his waist.
I was. But like that's how far back he was. Like I literally had him at his armpits and I'm like trying to hold him back.
But no one died. No one died. But no one fell or died. So it's like
that's a win. Like way to go. People listen to our podcast and they didn't bring their fucking elder, like the 98-year-old lady who's like on the edge. Wait.
Oh, they still did.
But okay. I know Kendra already said something about this, but this bitch, we were talking, Mia, obviously like you listen to podcasts. So we were talking about Black Friday and about how my mom would be like going to Boscov's or like Burlington Coat Factory. And they're like the older stores is what Kendra and I concluded. And she's like, yeah, it's like third generation after our parents. And like that would put them at like 100. After us. No, you said our parents, bitch. You said because you were like, you're like, it's like 3 generations after our parents. And I was like, but that would put them dead.
I meant after us. If I said our parents,
you did.
I meant after us, which would be the like 85, 90-year-olds, which they're still shopping. You can't even say they did not.
Yeah, definitely. No, I get that. But like you literally were like, yeah, it's like the 3 generations after our parents. And I was like, but that's like in the ground. Okay, that would be facts. Okay. All right. I just had to clarify that. Whatever. My bad. Okay. What else? So, Mia, you missed some juicy things, and we're going to keep it juicy. Yeah. So, we're all in the same cycle right now.
Which we literally just found out.
Yeah. Like, every single one of us were like, oh my God, our periods are so bad this time. So bad. This is my second period since having Miles. So I was like on my deathbed this morning, and genuinely, if I did not have my period and I had the symptoms of this, I genuinely would think I'm pregnant. Like I had this morning I woke up, I was so nauseous. Like I was doing my hair and I got like that crampy feeling, kind of like you're contracting a little and you get that nausea where you're like, I need to lay down.
Yeah.
Yes. I literally was doing my hair for work and I had to go lay down on my bed at 6:30 in the morning. So I was like, wow. Then I go to make Miles breakfast. I'm like putting peanut butter on and like dicing a banana. And I'm like, I'm AJ, I'm gonna fucking throw up. Like from my period,
You're
I
in
never
so much
get like
pain that your body reacts
so
to
much
like
pain.
that feeling. It's like, I don't know what to do with all of this pain.
Yeah. And I've had really mild periods my whole life, like barely had a cramp. And after Miles, I mean, this is only my second one, but God bless, let me tell you.
You didn't have yours until he was like a year almost?
Yeah, because I stopped pumping at 11 months. So I got my period like 11 and a half months.
See, this is like a whole nother topic, but I guess it's not. I think that's so interesting because I literally nursed I've nursed consecutively since I had my first. And I got my period after my first baby after 6 weeks.
So did one of my best friends, and she was still breastfeeding.
Yeah, breastfeeding, like, yeah. And then with my second, it was like 8 weeks. And then with this one, it was like 7.
Yeah, I didn't get it until I stopped cold turkey.
That's so weird.
So, like,
that's why there's that myth of you can't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding. Because that would be true for you, not for me. Because I got pregnant with my other 2 while I was still breastfeeding.
Real quick. But my mom never got her period after having me.
Yeah.
And she still got pregnant with my brother, but she may have gotten her period, but like in a different way, or didn't realize or didn't know.
Oh, dang.
Because she got pregnant with my brother. Yeah. That's crazy.
But how long did it take you, Lex?
I pumped. And so, well, just for Natalia, I just strictly, like, the doctor was like, don't touch your boobs. Don't like disperse like any milk, like nothing. I was like, okay, done. So right when I came out of the hospital, my tits were so sore. I was like, not squeeze these things. Like it was like leaking, just completely pouring out. And I was like, okay, just don't. But like after, I'm not kidding you, like 3 days of not, it was fine. So like about 6 weeks after Jake's when I got my period the first time. And then with Natalia, I pumped until 12 weeks.
And that's when you got yours?
Yeah, I got my period like maybe like a month after.
So it's true for you guys, not for me.
Yeah.
You've heard that myth, though, right? Like, where it's like,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's so weird. Yeah. Also, did you guys get like really, like, okay, I pumped. Kendra, this is probably the same for you. It's the same thing when the kid's like sucking on your nipple all day. But did your nipples feel different, like sensitively? Okay, going into the topic of like sex, we could just hop in there really quick. Were they super, 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 super sensitive? Like I never wanted AJ to even like touch, breeze over my nipples. Yeah.
Yes. Especially in the beginning. I think your nipples, I don't know if that makes any sense, but they get like used to a baby, like, nursing. Like in the beginning with my first, I was super sensitive. Yeah. And then I think it kind of goes away. Obviously, I don't want him, like, unless he just ate, you don't want anybody to hear him. Like,
even if I had just freshly pumped, I was so sensitive, like so bad. Yeah. I hated that feeling. Like especially when I was like weaning off of pumping, that was painful. Like so bad. I don't want anyone
fast though. When I weaned with my other 2, I did it for like months.
I did too. I started weaning at 9 months and I finished 11 months. Okay. I know like a long time. Kendra, you and I just talked about this morning, so I think this is funny. But like I never had that like, oh my gosh, I need to be breastfeeding. Like the pumping thing, I only honestly did because you convinced me to do it.
But really? I love that.
Yeah. You know, literally, thank you. So, like, I only did that because of you.
It's so health beneficial, like, for the baby and for the mom postpartum. I encourage, even if it's pumping, anything I think is better.
But I do feel like it made my postpartum worse. I will say that.
Interesting. Normally, it's the other way around. It's kind of like a hormone release.
Well, for like with Jace, I feel like it was like maybe extending my postpartum because my hormones were so out of whack because I wasn't getting my period. And like with Jace, I had postpartum or maybe like baby blues for like 6 weeks. But like, I'm not kidding you. Like my postpartum carried on until this past April.
But I don't know if that has to do with breastfeeding, or maybe it's because it's like your last baby. I mean, at that moment, it was for sure you didn't want any more. I know we talked about how you're on the fence, but like I do think that when it's it's your last, I think stuff hits you harder. Not saying that's the whole cause, but I do think that has some form of factor.
Yeah. My hormones were nuts when I was breastfeeding, but not to the point for me to stop. But then once I stopped, I feel like I like plummeted down. I literally got a therapist because it was worse, I guess, after I stopped breastfeeding rather than while I was breastfeeding, if that makes sense. But going to onto breast milk, I like loved pumping. Like I just loved giving him breast milk. And now I just finished. I posted that reel. I just finished my last bag of milk.
It was an amazing. You did amazing on that reel, though.
Yeah, you did. I was crying. I was so sad.
So was I.
Like, feeding it to him, I'm just like, this is it. Like, this is his last bit. And I truly wanted to go longer, but like mental health wise and just like wanting my body back, like not my body back and selfishly, but like just wanting to like be back to normal. If I wanted to run in the morning, I didn't have to like sit there for 15 minutes and pump first.
And it's coordination of like, okay, the baby has to eat, so I have to do this.
Exactly.
Okay, I need to pack the milk. I need to do this. I need to sterilize. It's a lot.
And no one told me the transition into the transition into whole milk. Now I'm like doing that whole thing. And he likes it more than my breast milk.
Yeah, but that's normal though, because it's different and he's older.
It's sweeter. Yeah. But like, I'm like, dude, why do you like this more than my breast milk?
He doesn't.
Like,
it's just different.
He literally, it's true. It's probably just a different taste. Because now, literally, he's going through this little stage where he doesn't want to eat his breakfast. He stares at the bottles that he sees and signs for milk. And it's like, milk. And I'm like, nobody, we're eating our breakfast.
See, my son, my middle baby, he won't even look at milk. Wants nothing to do with it.
So is it okay if like he doesn't so now I just like stop cold turkey? Like I feel like a lot of moms could probably relate to this, but I'm so confused on the whole thing. I'm like, how many bottles do I give him? How much fucking whole milk does he need?
I think the more milk, honestly, the better.
Honestly, I would go along the lines of like mixing half and half. Like for bedtime, I even up to now, I just started going down with the ounces. Like for Natalia, I give her 6 ounces now, but like up until she's 18 months, up until then, I've been giving her 8 ounces to go to bed. And like I'll give her less. I'll give her more like half water, and then another like little bit. I'll give her like 4 ounces of milk. So like I only do like a little bit as if it's not the full supplement of like their food. And then if they're not eating a ton, I would probably go more towards having more of the milk if they're not eating. Well, and then I looked it up and it's like, okay, if they have too much whole milk, then they're going to have freaking iron deficiency because they're not eating enough whole foods. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, this thing is like so confusing. It's stressful.
Like I said, my son never cared for milk, but I also never did the bedtime milk thing. Other than nursing, I never gave milk. No, because
no thanks.
No, I don't even want to dive into that because I give them their water for bed. And they have that. And I don't worry about the water spilling, or I have no worries with it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just easier for me. They get.
Does he never have whole milk, or do you still like give him what does he have?
I mean, I nursed him until like almost fully until he was 1 year, and then we started weaning, and then I had my other baby. But I mean, he has like cereal with milk, and he eats a lot of cheese, but he never like actually wants to have like a cup of milk, if that makes any sense. Like, he's getting
that's a whole nother thing. Whole bottles.
My daughter, will drink a half a gallon of milk a day if I let her, but it's still never at bedtime. It's so different.
Like that's like when my hormones. I mean, Mia, I feel like you could just be like a little like baby blue sad because it's like done. So that's why you might feel overwhelmed with all of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, and we do really wanna wait till August to start trying, but now that I'm done, I'm like, "Here
I'm
she goes,"
like,
and I kind of do understand. I know, so I don't
she
know.
wants to
Well,
start
welcome to my
raw-dogging
world.
everybody.
This is what's gonna happen. She's opening up the chapter.
It's okay.
Yep. Actually, somebody texted me, and one of my friends texted me and was like, "Oh my god, you saying the raw dog is so true." Like, it is so embarrassing because she's trying to have a baby, and she was like, "I was embarrassed." She's like, "I'm 33 years old. I was embarrassed to tell my mom that I'm trying." She's like, "'Cause all I think is, like,
What?
every single time, like, she watches my kid for, like, me and my husband to be together, that all she thinks is like, "Oh my god, my mom probably knows that we're having sex." It's like, tonight, it is
Yeah.
what it is. Speaking of sex, of course,
Obviously.
so we all just confirmed that we have our periods, and Mia was like, "I'm in, like, excruciating pain, like, I'm just keeled over." But this morning, Kendra and I were talking about how we were in excruciating pain. We did not communicate this, and then so we were all like, "No way. This is this is crazy."
And
And
I was just
no,
gonna
I
say
was
it's
gonna
crazy because we had a whole 'nother thing that we wanted to talk about, but this is
yeah,
too
too
crazy of a
juicy.
coincidence because we're not together, and I know they say when women are, like, physically together, their cycles link up, and we're not even physically together, and somehow ours have. So,
It's so
explain that.
crazy. I know, literally. Because I actually said this to Kendra this morning. I was like, I know Mia is vanilla, but, like, would she be interested in talking about sex with your
Period.
period or, like, even sex and
Yeah.
pregnancy? Oh, pregnancy was a whole 'nother thing, I feel. But I still did, like, literally all the way till the end. And
Yeah.
I seriously am convinced that's what put me in labor, like,
Okay, like,
convinced.
this is, like, weird, but I think it could almost feel better when you're pregnant.
I mean no. Oh, maybe.
Like, not, like, all the time, and obviously there's certain positions where you're like, "Okay, like, maybe not." But I think that stuff is just as my husband walks in and gives you a drink.
He like, "Drink up,
Thank you.
baby." That's
Well,
what he's saying. You know what he wants. But
and you're
that's
sneaking
okay.
ginger ale. I just thirsty
Uh-huh.
bitch. No, but,
Yep,
like,
they're stupid.
I I think,
Anyway,
like, your hormones
yeah.
are, like, higher, stuff is, like, softer. I know, like, it's I don't know.
Ugh, I, like, my libido lacked a lot when I was
Wait,
pregnant.
really?
Yes. Bad, like, bad, bad, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to, like, not be pregnant anymore," because I was, like, just hoping it would go back up because I was like, "Am I ever
I
gonna
think
feel
that's
that
pretty
way ever
common.
again?" I think I just felt feel bad about
Yeah,
myself, like, I was
insecure.
fucking
That
huge.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said last podcast, like, I 100% would, like, have sex in the dark. Like, don't
Yeah,
look at me. No night lights. No,
yeah.
this isn't what you're gonna no. 'Cause, like, okay, so this is a hot take, but because I gained so
You
much
gonna?
weight, there's a couple hot takes. Okay, number 1, when I was pregnant, I gained hella weight, alright? I'm not sitting on top of anything, like, my husband would collapse in the bed, okay? And let me tell you, it actually
No.
happened. This is true.
Oh, no.
One one time one time my husband was like,
You
"I
can't
can't
even
even
say
okay."
it.
And he's like, "No, but, like, you're actually, like, I can't breathe. You're on my ribs." And I was like, "I'm
Y
sorry, it's not me, it's my belly. Like, what was I gonna do?" Like, you're like, "What do
yeah,
you want
'cause
me to
that
do?" No, like, literally, what was I supposed to do? Like, I put
oh
my
my
hands
god.
on top of him and then my stomach, and he was literally like and you're like, like, cracking
Dark.
shut he's like, "Yo, I'm really gonna crack rib open her." But
Oh, no.
that position, we nixed it.
That's
We're like,
hilarious.
no.
Once you get a certain time into your pregnancy, the positions change, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, like, shit would start hurting. I'm like, "Oh, my hip flexor." Like, "Hold on, I'm out of breath
So
here."
bad. You got
Like,
my leg
yes.
hurts, gotta put this down, move it over, literally, like,
Yeah. I'm like, "Can you roll
it's
me?"
also
Like, "Let's just go this way." Like,
yeah.
Literally.
roll and not get up, just like a little roll.
Yeah, babe, help me up. I'm like trying to get up there. No.
Yeah.
It's also similar to like when you're trying to have a baby. Like I like really tried for Miles, so
She really runs
I for like
for months.
really sat with her legs up like this. That's all I'm picturing right now.
She's like, I really tried.
I kept writing in forever. Okay. No, I'm saying for literally the whole week, like the entire week,
That's
7
really
days.
trying for
Yeah. Why? What was
people.
it?
No,
I'm saying like
months.
no. I'm yes. And I'm not disheartening that because it really I'm not disheartening people that do have to try really hard because I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean like no, I meant I know what you meant. You were like keeping that you were
into it that month. You knew.
Yes, like I was like, it's this month. And then we didn't get pregnant. Then the next month in March, we tried literally for 7 days straight. And then by the end, like by that 7th straight day, I was like, I don't even like this anymore. Like, do you love me? Like it felt like a chore. Like at the end of the night, we're like, let's go. Like,
no. It's different. You have to change your mindset because it's like is this sexy or is this a job?
Exactly. It just felt like by day 6.
Wait,
did you guys? I'm really curious. Did you guys actually keep it like inside of you for like a bit?
Not really. It lasts once it's in you. It lasts. No, but like even if
you did your leg up,
I did.
Babe, you were doing the same thing. So was.
Did you know they say it lasts like 3 days or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
I didn't wait. I just. Can I ask you guys a question? Did that shit change your pH? Like I felt like it's kind of raunchy
when a man does it. In you?
Like,
is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm like, smell kind of weird. Like, I'm like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, yes. That, and I just feel like after getting birth, shit's different. Yeah, I don't love that. Like, yeah.
I don't love that.
I don't love that. I don't love that. You know what I do love? You know what I do love? I'll tell you. Here we go. Okay.
Say it.
This is what I was asking Kendra. I was like, do you think that Mia would be comfortable talking about this?
Oh God, what?
Okay. So like on your period, you guys like have sex like regularly? Like you just don't care, you just let her flow?
Yeah.
Me? Kendra, you do. Yeah, you do.
I mean, yeah, I'm not like, oh, I have my period, like this is great, let's do it. But like if it happens.
Yeah. But I do almost every time. Do you have sex every day, Mia? Or are you kind of like a couple times a week?
Every day.
I do not have the energy for every day, but
or fade.
Okay. No, oh my God, not every day. Jesus. I would say every 2 days. So 2, 4, 6, 4 times a week.
Yeah.
No, I think that's really healthy.
Yeah.
That's what you are, Kendra, right?
Yeah. Alec would probably love for it to be more, right?
Hey, there's just some night being a mom, it's just like some days I'm just, I think we said this before. It's just like you're overtouched. And by the end of the day, you're just like,
you're tapped out.
Yeah. Yeah. You're tapped out.
Yeah. Alec's like, no,
not for Lex. Alex said no.
Like,
oh, me.
No, Alexis said no.
No for you.
Alexa's like, 2-3 times a day. Great. Take it.
Yeah. I would. But my husband's like, I had a really rough day. Like, all right, fine. Suit yourself. See ya. Okay. But I, again, preface, I was never like this with anybody else. Just him. That's actually a fact. Yeah. I feel like my pheromones are just like, no. I'm not even joking you either. So, yeah. But when I have never had sex on my period other than with him, with Joe.
Oh, I was going to say.
No, but he's like, oh, like, I don't really care. And I was like, really? Like, I don't know. I've never done that before. Like, I just,
I mean, obviously, if it's like your heaviest day, like this is like so deep in there, but like,
yeah,
you don't, that's just, it's not worth the.
And you're like not feeling up to it. Like, you're like,
woof. Yeah. But like, if it's like day 1 or day 5,
yeah,
Lex is like, not me.
Listen, I have no comments.
What do you do, Lex? Because I know you can't go a whole week without
So
the whole day. Listen.
it gives me the ick. It does give me the ick to have period sex.
Yeah. I know this one girl that like never had vaginal sex and only did anal. Like exclusively. That's crazy. No, but like hot take here. I just think she still considered herself a virgin.
Okay, that's some like Mormon shit. Where they're like, that's not sex. That's not.
That sure isn't.
I don't know what that is.
But you've never heard of that?
No, I haven't. But I feel like that would be like a really like early college, high school kid, like thinking like, oh, well, like I'd be a virgin if I just.
Well, they think
whatever.
that, like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's the vagina that makes them virgin or not virgin, and they can't get pregnant, so they're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Wait, have you guys ever heard of soaking?
Yes.
Soaking. You just made me think of that when you said the Mormon thing.
Soaking,
or
I think it's bizarre.
What is
soaking?
That is it's a sex thing.
It's like the Mormon people that don't want to have sex before marriage, so they soak where they just put it in, and then someone will like rock the bed or like make that penetration movement, but you are not making the penetration movement, so it's technically not penetration. What the fuck?
I can't believe you've never heard of this. Okay, I found this out a couple years ago that this is like a thing.
And I did too. And I did like so much TikTok research on this, and like the BYU people came up and they were like, soaking, like there's also I guess they just like dry hump each other until like the end of time. But that reminds me of that movie with Bad Teacher with Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake. Yes. Oh,
he just like
and she's like me. Yeah, and he's like,
it's that song.
I think that's
Jizz in My Pants.
What? But the
LMFAO, isn't it?
Yes. Wait, I am trying to think of how it went. Guys, I don't know that
and
song.
I just in my pants.
Yep. This is crazy.
You've never heard that song?
No, but you reminded me of where I went to chiropractic school. There was a heavy Amish population.
Oh yeah.
And this girl that was in school with me, she said that her neighbors were Amish and their moms were friends. And she said that the Amish mom would like come over and like, just spill the tea, whatever. And she said that her husband's Amish guy friends, which obviously they have a lot of, they come over and they put a burlap sack over the wife's head. And so she can't see. And like different like friends have sex with her, but like they don't show the face, like they cover her face so she's not in like wanting to have sex or like to leave her husband if your sex is better. It's more like it's like a gangbang low key, but like they don't want to see who it is, so that way they're not tempted to like leave their husband. Isn't that crazy? What? I swear to God,
no sense.
Like that's
I'm speechless. This seems like the very opposite thing of like
of Mormon,
right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's their Pornhub because they don't have any like online.
No, that's Amish.
Shit. But Mormon people can't do porn either. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Amish are like, I don't know if I can see any other ladies or men.
But they wear.
So I'm just gonna create it in front of me.
They wear clothes that don't show off anything, like their wealth, their bodies, like anything. So I find that I don't know. I feel like your body, like don't they like not even sleep with their husbands?
Oh, that I don't know. I just know
that I don't know either. Oh my God, that is
so it's kind of crazy.
But I still think soaking might be up there with that.
I am like so interested in that because I just need to know how people don't think that that's.
Do you get it, Lex? Right. Like, do you understand?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just wondering how they came to that term. Soaked.
It's soaks in there.
I mean, I know it's vile. That's
and then somebody
they
pay people to either go under the bed and kick it up or jump on the bed.
You're lying.
I'm not. They pay people hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go in there and keep moving the bed.
That's weird.
I heard about this and I'm like, this isn't real. And then I Googled it. It's real.
Okay. That's
It's
really
nuts.
crazy.
And meanwhile,
I want to meet,
where it's like,
I really want to meet someone that like has done that or like had followed that religion because I just want to know all the details. What can you
same.
do? What can't you do?
That is not
Like, I
allowed.
need
That's
to
a
know everything.
loophole that these younger generation, I think, have created for themselves
Yeah.
because they're not actively thrusting. Apparently, doesn't count. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, but then there's like the sister wives of, or Mormon, whatever it is, the Mormon girls from the
Like
mom talk.
Mormon. Oh,
Yeah.
the secret
And
lives.
they're just like whatever. Yeah, they're like bad Mormons.
Yeah.
Technically.
But can you even
I,
say
like,
you're
really-
Mormon?
Huh?
I
I don't know. I think it's because they follow that and they're like in that church. So technically they're Mormon, but they're like bad Mormons
Oh,
that don't
but
follow the
can't they
rules.
get,
Apparently
like,
that show is
what is
wild.
it?
Exiled or
You should watch
exonerate.
it.
Like, can they get kicked out for doing
That's what
wrong
I thought,
shit?
right?
So like, wouldn't they
Something-
not
yeah, I don't know.
technically be Mormon anymore? I don't know. Just a thought.
I don't know.
Okay,
Either way, I heard that show is wild.
change of topic a little bit. Do you guys know what the term hatfish is? No.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of it except for me.
Yes.
No. Hatfish? I thought you meant
Me too.
catfish.
I was like,
when you
maybe
said
she
it.
just spelt it wrong or something.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It is along the same lines. Okay.
I'm nervous.
So I'm gonna tell you what it is. Oh no, it's good. Well, it's not that good. But so like me and my friend talk about this all the time. Like we'll be together and we'll be driving and I'll be like, oh, that guy 100% is a hatfish. Or like when she was single, she would like be talking to guys or whatever. She'd show me pictures and the guys would be like in a hat. They take their hat off and they look ratchet. They look ratchet. Like they're ugly without hat. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, without a hat. Okay.
Yeah. Like 100%.
It's like beardfish.
Yes. Never heard of that one. But yes,
Yeah.
it's true.
I understand what you're saying now. I don't know if did you coin that term? Or like, are you?
I don't think
or like,
so.
have you, okay.
But where did I hear that from?
But you ever?
One of my
I
friends.
would understand that because
I mean, for me,
yeah,
it depends on your vibe. Like if
Yeah.
I'm out with people, okay, this kind of goes along with the next thing that I was gonna say. Like my husband is not dumb, or like your husbands aren't dumb to the fact of what your type is. That's stupid. Like they know what you like. Like I like a freaking sleeve tattoo and a daddy in a hat.
Yeah.
I can't help it. It is what it is. Like that's my fucking type. Okay.
If there's like 15 guys walking towards me, I'd be like, that one's Alexa's type. Like I would know. I could pick it out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So if your
Like,
husband
my
didn't
husband
know,
is
that'd be
my-
a problem.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
My husband is my type minus the sleeve tattoos. That's a fact.
Yeah. He's
Like-
like 95% your type.
95%. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
like, if very funny, but like we went out to this orchard or whatever, and like there was like a ton of families there with like little kids or whatever, and of course there's this daddy, absolute daddy, with
Zaddy.
like, I was gonna say it. There was a zaddy, and he had just like a plain t-shirt. I get it with like the plain, like the green, the army green. That really gets me.
Yeah.
And like nice jeans and like boots. But then he was like tatted up with like a fucking nice hat. And my husband making aside for me to make sure that I was not looking at this man. Fuck, what am I gonna do, bro? What am I gonna do? I'm fucking family. Like he low-key got a little bit jealous. And we didn't make mention, but I could just see him and feel his like laser beam eyes in mine. And so I knew he knew, so I just wasn't even going to look at the guy. When we got in the car. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I can't even look at that daddy, okay.
Yeah.
So when we get in the car and I was like, did you notice that fucking daddy standing next to me? He goes, I knew it. I knew that you noticed that guy, blah, blah, blah. But like, that gets to my next point is like, are your men jealous? Are they like, wait, Lex, would you, so going on to this jealousy thing, if it were the other way around and it's like hot chick that like was very much so Joe's type, like came in and was like staying near Joe, would you be the same way where like you're like looking to see if he's looking, like would you be that way or no? Yes and no. Like, I would just be like this. I'd be like, okay, Joe, I see you. What are you looking at over there?
Yeah.
But in like a joking
You would call
way.
him out as
I call him out. Yeah, 100%. Like, tell me you guys haven't looked through the Instagram followers your husbands are following. Or not. Okay. Awkward.
No, he doesn't anymore. When we first started dating, I was like,
That's my thing. So you instantly know their type. Like, and you're also their type. So
no, I am not my
too.
husband's type at all.
Really? What is he like? What's his type?
I don't know how to say this without sounding really bad.
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. I would picture Alec. Does he like Hawaiian girls?
No.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
if it's
I'm sure
the opposite of
I'm
you.
sure he would. But I wouldn't say that's like his type. His type is like like a Japanese girl. Cuz he's Japanese.
Okay. That's fair.
So
okay.
He's never dated a white girl before. But it's not because it wasn't his type or whatever. It's just there's not really a lot of like all white girls on the island.
Right. I get that.
So I'm 100% not his like type. Obviously, he's attracted to me and I'm attracted to him, but like we're not each other's types. And we joke about that all the time.
But don't you take that as a compliment though?
Oh yeah, because now we're each other's type. But like prior to each other, we weren't. I don't know. So it's really like we're kind of different in that sense.
Yeah. 100. Do you get jealous?
Oh, 100%.
Like, what's your jealousy? She do. She do. But like, give an example. Because I'm trying to think
like if it's a girl that I trust or like even know, I'm not going to be worried because that girl has met me and she will know that's my man. Like, you have no chance.
Right, yeah.
But if there's like some stranger, which Alec never puts himself in this position, but like if there's some stranger going up and talking to him,
yeah, like you better not.
No, yeah, and it's not even if it's his type or not. It's just like you don't need to go there. Like just move along.
Yeah,
I'm definitely jealous. But if I meet the girl and we're good, like. Why can I get jealous? Like, it's not like he can't talk to girls. It's just like if you have the wrong intention and don't know that he's taken, that's where I come from. So they just have to know that I'm here and he's taken and we're good. Like, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
It's just what's mine is mine.
Yeah.
What about you, Mia?
I don't know where I teeter on the scale of like jealousy, and I only think it's because of how long me and AJ have been together, like just from childhood, like on. I never like. I don't know like how to describe.
I think for you guys, it's similar. Where like you're not gonna get jealous of like you don't not trust him.
Exactly. Like I've never really had like for 15 or 14 years.
But if
it's just not,
if some girl came up and was hitting on him, wouldn't you get jealous though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I would be,
that's what I'm saying.
I definitely would. Yes. So that's where I'm saying, like, when you're saying that, Kendra, I was like, oh, yeah, totally. I'd be in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like, I would be totally jealous. Like, and the same as when you said, Lex, like, of following on Instagram. Like, if I had ever seen anything like that, I'd be so jealous. Like, I wouldn't, like, jealousy in that aspect. Yes. But, like, I don't know, like, going out or, like, whatever, I'm not at all, but I guess it's not jealousy. I guess it's more protective. Because I'll say the other way around. Like for AJ, like I have like these little like Spanx pants I love to wear, and if my like butt looks good, I'll notice that if I go to walk in front or like say example we're like walking at a show or something, and I have to like walk up the stairs, AJ will stand super close to me just because he doesn't want people to like even look at my butt.
That's so funny. I love that.
Yeah, that's really good. Is AJ jealous then?
I think Joe's the opposite of that. I think Joe would be like, everyone see this?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say AJ's jealous. I think he would be He's like more protective, or like, I don't know. Than I think jealous. But I don't think we've ever been really like jealous of each other. Besides when we had a little breakup when we were younger. But we were so little. Like we were so young. We were like Like, you were
16.
literally
That
little.
doesn't count.
You were,
Yeah.
like, 13 years old. I know. But it was, like, 16, and then we had broken up for a little, and he kissed other girls.
Mm.
But it's fine. Damn, AJ. Or I
Mm.
mean, I've kissed other guys, but, like, I was little, and they were,
Right.
like, dares. Yeah, you
You're
were 4'8" at the
so
time.
funny and
I
so
get it.
cute.
Yeah.
You're just so cute. Like, I don't know another word to use for that. That's
No,
just so
if
cute.
you but it's really funny because my very first kiss is AJ's absolute best friend now. Like, AJ was the best man at his wedding. That is so funny. Actually, AJ said it in his speech at the wedding and was like, said the whole thing of how he kissed Ryan kissed me before he kissed
That is
whatever.
so
So Ryan,
cute.
if you're listening, love you. Wait, but see, that's actually why, like, my husband is jealous, guys. Like, he's more jealous than I am. Okay. I'm jealous at times, but I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna ignore my spouse unless he like is intentionally making me jealous. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't do that to him. But like
No.
my husband is my hype man. Like he really is. He'll be like,
Yeah.
look at you go. Like in the club. He'll just like he hypes me up. And then he promotes my wild behavior sometimes because I just like I keep going. He's like, take another shot, you got it. And I'm like, I got it. Like, you know what I mean? But he is funny because he does watch, like when I said that thing about like the daddy at the place, like he was watching my eyes because sometimes he gets insecure, which he has no reason, but like he gets insecure about me at times. And I'm like, I am almost 4 years older than him. I don't know if you guys, well, obviously you know. But
No,
like,
I didn't know that.
yeah. So like I'm going to be 34 on Friday, actually. And he's 30. So it's so funny. He's like, what did I tell? There was a couple of people that we were like by a fire one night. He's like, guys, what did I say that I was going to, what kind of girl did I say that I was going to start dating? Like when I broke up with his ex or whatever. And he was like, the guy, his friend was like, older, short, he didn't say red hair, accomplished, and just a baddie. And I was like, okay, I guess. Check. So back, but I was like, check, Derek, you got it. But the only time that I will say that I have gotten genuinely jealous, and I think that I'm more so a little bit more insecure because I still have a little bit of weight to lose. But like when I was postpartum, I guess Natalia was like 14 months old and we went to a wedding and it was right next to a strip club. So we went to the strip club and like we went with his friend too. And like I was the one that suggested it. I was like, oh, let's just go. It'll just be fun. Like the drinks are cheap. Like let's just go. So we go. And like there was a girl who I totally knew was Joe's type. Again, I know my husband. And he high-fived his friend like this above me, like as this bitch was on stage. And I was like, that's rude. And I was like, oh, do we high-five now for seeing tits? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I would be jealous too. I'd be like, we're
so
here
mad.
just to be here for the experience, not to like get into it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I was like, see, what the hell? Now I'm backtracking in my words because we would never go to a strip club. Like I would be too jealous for it. Yeah.
See, it's if you want to be like,
wouldn't.
oh no, I'm not jealous. It's fine. I think all women want to say that.
Right.
But like something happens and we're like, wait, no, hold on.
Yeah. And I think it's more like life situations like that where I wouldn't be able to put myself in the situation because I would just be too jealous. But then other times where we're so secure with ourselves that I'm like, you want to go fuck your life up? You fucking could go do that. Like, like, whatever. I don't fucking care. But it's more that where like you're so secure. So I'm like, no, I'm not really jealous. But then I think of situations like that. I was like, I would never.
Like if you were out in a club and some girl didn't know he was married or whatever and came up and started hitting on him, can I buy you a drink? Would you?
No, I wouldn't even let if AJ goes on a bachelor trip, I would hope that AJ wouldn't go to the strip club. Like I would hope that he would know not to do that. Wait, you wouldn't even let him go to a strip club at all? Well, it's never been that's never been an option for him. Like none of his friends do that. Like whatever. But I would hope AJ would know not to do that.
See, I don't know if I would let Alec go or not, because he's never, like, same thing. He's never asked to go without me. I have gone to one with him. And
were you jealous?
Not at all. They were ugly.
Yeah. Okay, but if they weren't?
I don't know. I don't worry about my husband. Like, that's why when it comes to, like, jealousy, I don't worry about him. Like, I never think he is going to go and cheat on me or hit on a girl. Like, that's not the jealousy that I feel. It's don't come up to my man jealousy.
Right.
And if the strippers didn't come up to him or girls didn't come up to him, what am I, like, I'm not mad. I don't know. I'm here too, I guess. Like,
just my point of view on, like, the jealousy and why I'm not jealous is because I genuinely think, like, situations like that, number one, I'm like you said, Mia, go ahead. Like, you know the consequences of what's going to happen. If that's, like, the road you want to take, see ya. Like, you have a prime rib at home. Why settle for a freaking piece of, like, whatever?
Yeah.
You know, like a chicken nugget. You got a prime rib over here, whatever. So, like, that's kind of how I, like, see myself. And if somebody is going to disrespect that and just not appreciate me when I've been in those relationships before, like, bye. See ya. I know my worth. Ta-ta. I would do just fine without you. And you really have to look at it that way.
I don't think our men ever put themselves in positions to cheat. So I don't think that any of us have any concern with that. So I think it's harder for us to say, like, speak on the jealousy, because I don't think our men are that type. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well, like if O had gone to a strip club, like, for a bachelor party or whatever, I'd just be like, was it fun? Did you see a lot of boobies? You know what I mean? Like, for me, that's shit. Like, what are you going to see?
The strip club thing doesn't really bother me too much, but my husband also doesn't go there, so it's really hard for me to actually speak on it. I want to be like, oh, it's fine. He's with his friends, like, nothing, you know, but
you just, in the back of your mind, if he's never done it before, you just don't know. Yeah, I get it.
It's hard for me to actually speak, But, like, when it comes, if a girl's hitting on him, I stand by that. It's like,
Yeah. Sometimes that's, like, I will be like, oh, we're going to have fun tonight. And then I'll, like, do the high five thing that he did to his friend. And he'd be like, okay, I see what you did. I'm like, no, up top. Like, bruh, it's awesome. Come on. So I can be kind of petty like that, but, like, I'm not trying to, whatever.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Okay, I literally love us. I absolutely love our topics that we just went with this time. We'll just talk about our other shit another day.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Next week we have a special guest coming on, and she is amazing. And we're going to talk about organic remedies and what she uses, like what we used to do, or if we were ever sick, if anything has translated into what we do for our kids when we're sick. Because I know we have some things that my family used to give me, like certain things I'll tell you, like, next time, but, like, that I would never do for my kid. Just never.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool to kind of see that dynamic. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, MillennZial mamas, have a wonderful week.
Everybody.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Next week.
Bye, guys.